Baseball is a beautiful game, but right now we have a major problem. Youth arm injuries are at an all-time high. Tommy John surgeries, shoulder injuries, and chronic elbow pain are becoming the norm for young athletes. And the worst part is completely preventable. The issue starts with overuse. Kids today are playing on multiple teams, travel ball, high school, rec ball, sometimes all at once. There's no real organization or tracking of how much they're actually throwing. So parents, coaches, and kids are often left with no idea how much stress is being put on their arms. So here's what many people do not realize. These kids are not fully grown. Their growth plates have not closed yet, meaning their bones, muscles, and tendons are not built to handle this level of stress. We're treating 12-year-olds like big leaguers. You have kids who throw 80 pitches on Sunday for a travel team, and then again on Tuesday go to a private coach and throw more. Rec ball on Thursday, travel ball the next weekend for 18, but because it was 18 and the coach feels like that's not a lot, they can throw again the next day at 68, which you never do in pro baseball and minor league baseball. You won't see guys go back to back very often. But for kids, we feel like that's okay. And by the time anybody realizes it, this young arm has been pushed way past its limits, starting to have soreness and pain, and they have not even grown yet to the point where they can handle this stress. Dr. James Andrews for a long time has been regarded as the leading researcher and the go-to person for Tommy John reconstructions, and here's what he had to say about youth baseball.
Your real root cause is what's happening in youth baseball with showcases, multiple leagues, too many innings, trying to throw a match your radar gun when you're 15 years old at 90 miles per hour. Again, too much velocity. By the way, parents will spend umpteen jillions worth of dollars on their young baseball players to increase their velocity by certain situations that they pay for to be able to throw 90 miles per hour. The word amongst all these parents is if you can't throw 90 miles per hour when you're in high school, you have no chance of playing up the ladder either for the college scholarship or getting drafted or to play professional baseball. So your real root problem begins in the youth leagues.
Another researcher by the name of Glenn Fleissig has done a lot of great studies looking at this as well with Dr. James Andrews. And you can see that as the years have gone on, UCL reconstructions are definitely going up at the youth and high school level. And again, we have to ask ourselves, are we okay with this and what can we do about it? You understand that velocity is king and that colleges are recruiting off of it. Pro teams are drafting off of velocity. I do understand that. However, when a 14-year-old has to get Tommy John surgery just to continue playing, we have a problem. So how do we fix this? Well, I think it starts with awareness and accountability. I think parents, coaches, and players need to be on the same page about throwing limits. Some solutions can include maybe tracking pitch counts across all teams and not just one at a time. We have to limit year-round baseball because I think kids need to recover. Big league players, they rest and they recover. And so I think the 12-year-old kid probably needs time for his arm to rest. We need to educate parents and coaches and understand what workload management is and understand how to create arm care programs that will help strengthen some of the breaks in the body and the rotator cuff. And we have to prioritize development over trophies. If we're throwing kids multiple times in one weekend to win a plastic ring, you are not having the kid's best interests at heart. You are not. You are prioritizing winning for that weekend over whatever happens to the kid down the road. At the end of the day, we all love the game, but we have to do a better job for the next generation. If we want these kids to have a long, healthy career in baseball, we got to start protecting their arms today. Because once an injury happens, it's not just about missing a season, it's about missing out on playing the game forever. So let's make the game safer, try to keep the kids on the field longer, and do it the right way.